Beering in DE is a private school that provides training and certification in non destructive examination. It is within a very short distance of the airstrip and airfield where pilots train in preparation for missions with NASA. There is an official NASA facility within less than 2 miles of the facility, if not even less, shorter distance than that. It identifies itself to its students as having worked with not only several noted gas and oil companies, but to have staff that have worked in sectors up to and including the aerospace sector for companies that contract with the government, including for military hardware, as well as have provided inspections at nuclear power facilities within the borders of the United States. If somebody contacted my office and told me that they had received information that somebody had stolen or acquired information in connection with their stolen identity documents and was attempting to use their training at that school in an effort to impact a international conference in a country that was already identified as having been available for sanctions, if not actually under sanctions at the time, and or provided a very strategic interest in an area where American troops were deployed as part of an active campaign, there are certain actions that could have been engaged immediately in order to address that situation and to provide that individual with an acknowledgement that not only were they being taken seriously, but that there was actually movement in accordance with the concerns that they had presented to me. It is what? 4 days after 4 years after I sent that email? Nobody's gotten back to me about anything. So, are you saying within 4 days that there could have been some very significant reconciliation or there could have been some really significant response? See, the truth of the matter is, I did fail. It should have happened within 24 hours, right? I should have done what I just did within 24 hours, but it took you guys a while to change the lock on the door, right? Here's the other thing. Ryson versus Sarin. You'll see what wasn't revealed for some period of time is that presumably there was an investigation at the level of the Department of Justice equivalent in another country that was in proximity to a nuclear power that is under sanctions. By the same time, that person responded with an understanding that there was a real and present danger in connection with the previously filed report. Well, she also had information, specifically material to that situation in another part of the world that did have material relevance to what was implied in the concern around the misidentification of a chemical agent that was being reported on. You can keep ignoring me. You can keep refusing to talk to me. You can. You can, and every day you do. It just lets me know you made yourself the wrong person that was supposed to be talked to begin with. We're going on 5 years. By the standards for the United States Army, I would have to recertify. But you never checked on the original certifications to begin with. And now we have 2 alleged presidents that have been moonlighting and disabusing those specific certificates and the technologies associated with those specific certificates in very, very high crime. You did not have the authority to begin with. That is what you say every day with your silence. You did not have the authority to begin with. And I'm sorry that you took my authority from me before I was even in and of the age of puberty. I'm sorry, that's how far back you're refusing to respond to the information. But you guys were the ones that decided you wanted to sign up a new generation of children for some sort of gaming spree, presumably to prepare them for this level of responsibility later, right? I mean, it wasn't just to harvest their hormones as a loan to cover your own gambling debts, right? Because that's what it seems instead you did.